Stream here on the twitch.tv / the Xisuma, also streaming on TikTok, no longer streaming on YouTube. Let's jump onto Hermitcraft, where I've had an absolutely fantastic day hanging out with Keralis and Joe, working on a little bit of Hermit history, which we actually accessed from here. And I wonder, was that there earlier? Was that beacon there earlier? I can't remember. Ooh, and Joe, what a champion, has come in here and put a lot of this together already. This is fantastic. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of material gathering for this today. This over here, I happen to know we need to reduce the size of. It looks like I can... I'm going to do it another time. Look, I've got stuff in my inventory. I've been doing stuff over at Loglands. As you know, that's where we always do stuff. Welcome to the stream, peeps. Decana Heaven, Termite, Nobi, Heart Gamer, Billman68, Everstaru, tuning in here and saying hello in the chat. Welcome, peeps. I'm happy to announce that I had some issues with using slobs that got fixed. If they weren't fixed, I might not have been able to stream today, interestingly. Now, the noises in the air are still not fixed, so Karen Kate, thank you for 10 months. Arashanelf, I've probably completely butchered your name. You're both welcome to join the wonderful community of the Let's Play Minecraft Together server as subscribers to this channel. Let's quickly... Let me go check some... Okay, wow. It looks like stuff is still broken, which is unfortunate. I just want to check something here quickly because, yeah, I've put in a bunch of effort into fixing this stuff, and it kind of looks like it's still broken. Oh well. Okay. Let's do that. Right, back to normal then. Maybe it'll get fixed at some point in the stream. I might check back again. Right, so this shulker box right here, I'm going to put these things in. Can't remember what I used the flint and steel for. Trying to stay semi-organized. I actually have a list of things that we need to gather. The first few things on the list won't be them at all. So, like, dropping off some moss blocks would be handy. This is where I want to use our in-game stuff. I want to make what we do here feel a little bit more immersive, so to speak. JSTP3000, thank you for 20 months. You love Let's Play Minecraft Together so much. Really cool people on there. I love to hear it. That's awesome. There's a great community going on. This is for Impulse's Hermitcraft history. That is what it's for. This is, whatever this is from, like, forget it, we're done. Now, it says we need 900. Now that I think about it, maybe we do. Glass, about 750. That sounds about right. Some of the materials, oh my god, on this list are going to be erroneous. Like terrain blocks, like diorite and granite and stuff like that. So I'm going to skip over those things, like dirt and andesite and next and stone bricks. This actually sounds legit because there's, you know, I know what this build is going to look like. Infested stone. Maybe I don't remember placing stone. Oh, that might be from the prank. That might be from the prank that there's infested stone left over. Now, there's green wool. I think Joe would have taken care of that. Netherrack. Should be a simple one to do. Bunch of those blocks. Grass. The block, 300. Let's make it a little bit more, just in case. Oh, you can join as Tier 1 now on LPMT, says Everstrew. That is 100% true. If you are subscribed via Prime, via gift, via your own wallet here on Twitch, you can join. You can join. We've got a large active community playing on there at the moment. And I'm not even sure, like, that's all due to these changes. So we need to gather some oak leaves. Again, the wall, I'm gonna all the wall blocks I'm just gonna leave in Joe's hand because I've got a feeling he would have taken care of that. Nether bricks. Let's click done. Let's see who's online. So Joe must have finished his stream a while ago. Let's see if Mumbo wants that that tutorial. Right, copper ore, we skipped that. Green, I think green terracotta wasn't used in this build. Oh, actually I know, it would have been, yeah. That would have been Corralis's doing. Magenta wall, so oak planks. Did anyone here watch Joe's stream? If... Oh, my music helped you with writer's block. Thanks. No problem. I'm glad it could inspire you in some way. That's honestly, that's cool. Bear says, "Oh my god, honestly." See, I started reading another message. I spent about 4 hours picnic resetting for a shiny character earlier. I have no idea what picnic resetting is. He's done 2 walls in the ceiling and started digging the pit out. The Life of L, did he also grab other walls that we need for the build? That's my question. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't, because I think his objective was just to build the walls, right? And the ceiling. He has some wall. I think he said he didn't get the magenta. Maybe we'll go back and have a look and see if he left any over there. Right, I'm down to spruce planks. Sandstone. Okay, I've managed to give myself an extra bit of space there. Sandstone, jungle log. Birch planks. And you know what? We've got a whole page there. That's enough to get started. We should also message Mumbo. See if he wants to check it out. He's got chests with the wall he left. He definitely screenshotted it if he forgot to send. Let's jump over there. Okay. I just realised now that I'm gonna miss out on my cup of tea. Because, you know, it's prime tea drinking time, and Becca is here with some gifted subs. Kenzen Matthias, Robo Bamboo, Tanjavada, Cyber Bees, Kepsisco. Y'all have been gifted subs, and that means that you can join the Let's Play Minecraft Together server. Let me know how that goes. Go to asumavoid.com/get whitelisted. Oh, good point. How's it going on LPM4? Got a week off next week. Gonna try to get on, says Becca. Well, there you go. Not only you, but these people have just been gifted a sub. So if you're listening and you heard your name, go check it out. asumavoid.com/get whitelisted. Join our server and see if you have fun over there. And speaking of which, Bell Steven is here as well, gifting subs to Pistol Rot MXIV, Jenscraft MC, Ashy Toby, 101 Spartan, Flash Hun. Yo, timing, my dude. Thank you for gifting subs. More peeps. More peeps can join. Everyone can join. No, not everyone. You have to have a sub. Before I say something that I shouldn't. You know? Dude, oh my god. It is literally an upside down purpur thing. I was like, that tower has been cut off and it looks like a hand. And then it's like, no, it's not a hand. It's an upside down purpur monster. What the heck is going on over there, eh? What the heck? Bell Steven, thank you for your generosity, my dude. So the purpur tower is actually here. And now we have that. That is honestly amazing. Hey, Mumbo. I heard you. Oh, there he is. There he is. Mumbo.
There he is.
Hey, dude. Sorry,
How's it going?
I got massively distracted. Do you use the Bobby mod? What's up with your hair, man?
Oh yeah, no, wait, hang on. You can't comment on my hair when you look like that.
I got these ears.
Yeah, no, what on earth has happened to you? I'll get onto me in a second. What has happened to you?
I'm celebrating tunnel rats by dressing up as an actual rat.
That actually makes a ton of sense. Well, I'm just gradually getting old. Mine is a lot less exciting.
Yeah, dude, the back of the hair there looks wild. Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Oh,
you gotta get
look,
some hair dye.
I've got a little bit that's like holding on.
Yeah,
I've got
just
like
a
one
tiny
dark
bit.
that's kind
A
of
few pixels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I just got immensely distracted, and I don't think you can see it, but can you see Joel's face over there in the distance?
Yeah, I mean that's like Joel is my neighbor.
Ah.
And you have no idea how often I get distracted by just staring at Joel's face. It's unbelievable. It's ridiculous.
Same here. There's now like an upside down purple monster in the middle of it.
Yeah, there does seem to be something.
You have to go a little closer because you don't use Bobby mod, right?
I do use Bobby, but as big as that. This is weird.
Is it loading in?
Yeah.
It looks so cool. Let's stop on here.
Yeah.
Because voice mod and flying, that's a bit of a pain.
No, yeah, it's always a bad idea. I forgot we're not in a group. I've only been seeing the backside of this guy, to be honest with you, which it looks even stranger from my base.
Yeah,
So-
that's a good point. I need to go check it out from your view. But dude,
Yeah, mine's just over there.
I could look at this just all day long. There's so much stuff going on, right?
Yeah, it's a lot for the eyes. Have you seen this crazy like candle thing?
Yeah, the
It's
hologram.
like yeah, the hologram. It's so crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It must have taken so long to build. You got to put like a block below the candle, right?
Yeah, I can't even imagine. I must admit, I've got some pretty stacked neighbors. You know, I'm in between Joel, Scar. I've got BOO in front of me, and then obviously Gria and Gem and everyone else around.
Your
me.
influence. You got some great influence around you, man. I've seen what you've been doing this season. It's really been popping off.
Well, I've had to step up my building game. I think that's the reason why.
Yes, and it's looking great. And then you're doing loads with the armor stands.
Yeah.
Which
that is actually
I'm hoping to help you
I want to
with.
speak to you today because I try my best to make like an animated armor stand using redstone, old school armor stands, swappers, and stuff like that.
Oh,
and
that
it kind
way.
of worked. Like I was kind of like going between phases, but obviously the animation is like super slow.
Yeah.
Whereas you know a way to make it so that they actually do get properly animated.
I do. Just follow me. We'll drift back onto the... Well, they're not the spawn chunks right now, are they?
Yeah, just the platform.
It's just the platform.
This whole area is looking crazy. Like Pearl's bit.
Yep.
This is just mad. Ren's bit, it's insane.
It's what Hermitcraft's about, just seeing it all come together, right?
Yeah. I genuinely think this is one of the most like because everyone's so close together this season, I don't think I've ever seen a more densely populated area on the server.
You're right. This is definitely the closest we've played together. And I think it's the way. It's the way, right? It feels
100%.
so much nicer to be in eye shot of each other all the time.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you look at... If we do my flight from the shopping district to my base, like, I fly from here, I fly over Ren, and then I fly over all this stuff, then all of Impulse's bits, then over Joel's bits, and then I get to my area here.
You pretty much see everyone, don't you?
Yeah,
on the way.
I mean, almost, I kind of, like, skip... obviously, I don't get Tango, and I don't get too much of, like, the neighborhood stuff, I guess. But they're all in iShop. Like, you can kind of get a feel for everyone. The only people that I don't see a lot of, obviously, is, like, Doc.
I don't even know where Doc is. He's just gone far away, like usual.
Yeah, but his face is wild. Like, it's just the most technical-looking face I've ever seen in my entire life. It's incredible. And then I think XB is also quite a ways away as well.
He is, yeah. He's got a Guardian base somewhere out there.
Yeah.
So, if you want to step down past the map into this area, you will see some bizarreness here with the armor stands.
This is incredible. This is so good.
What I'm trying to do here is also learn armor stands and also introduce some statistics that are tracked across the season.
Right, okay.
So, like, horses killed. We've got a book for that, right?
Yeah.
Look at this. I don't see your name on here, nor mine. We're innocent.
No, I don't think I've killed a single horse.
Oh, have a look at B-Dub's eyes.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Literal tears. Yeah, so still work in progress, but quite a few of these little murals are done. I believe there's one over here that is you.
Oh, there we go.
Killed by llama,
Yeah.
but then for some reason it just says, like, everyone's 0? Like, something
Oh,
broke.
what?
I know. It's so weird.
Yeah, no, I've had a lot more. I've had a lot more than 0.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
so I need to sort that out. But this one here, this one might interest you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is a proper like frame by frame animation.
Yeah, unfortunately, the speed of animation is rather slow. The concept here is that Zed is just throwing food back and forth.
Yeah. No, I can see it. I can see it. But no, but that, like, for doing simple stuff, I guess throwing's probably actually one of the weirdly hardest things you could possibly do.
Yeah, I
Like,
didn't.
it's
Mumbo.
like
It was so tricky. There are actually 2 different armor stands here being animated.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
because there's like you're kind of like linking up. Yeah, you've got more than one thing going on there. Whereas I guess like all I kind of want to do is like somebody waving or like something along those lines. And I feel like that's
gonna be easy.
That's got to be easier, right?
That's gonna be a
I
piece
would
of
have thought.
cake.
I don't know.
Let's
I really don't know how this stuff works.
let's get in the
Okay,
noodles, as they say.
okay. Yeah. What on earth?
I want to do something here, Mumbo. I want you to explain my redstone to me because I'm not that great at redstone, so I would have to spend 5 minutes studying it again to remember how it works. Right?
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, look, ignoring whatever this redstone here is with the books, I think I can kind of understand what's going on here. This is so weird. Okay, so you've got crafter, so that's setting the pulse lengths. Okay, so you've got like, so this is like a redstone clock that is gradually reducing the signal strength.
I'm loving this.
Yeah.
You're spot on so far.
Then, and then it's like powering. Is it powering or depowering? I can't quite work it out. It's gradually increasing. Yeah, it's gradually increasing the amount of power. So it's gradually powering along this line of books. Okay,
Yes.
so that makes a lot of sense. So I guess if I was to make an assumption as to how this works, then that each one of these books, which I'm not going to touch, correspond to a
Please don't.
different frame of the animation, and then
man.
you're gradually powering along the redstone line.
You totally got it. You totally got it.
Gosh, that
And
hurt
then
my brain a little bit.
this-
And so you've got the 2. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
So when the signal gets to the end here, this little bit just restarts the clock again.
Yeah.
But
That makes a lot of sense.
you figured it out. You totally figured it out. So the magic is that a item frame can be inside of a piece of redstone, so they share that space together. And then the armor stand book can hold a pose in it. And when it gets
Right, okay.
powered by the redstone lighting up, it's going to apply that to the nearest armor stand that it can find within, I think, 8 blocks. Just a number off the top of my head.
And how did you get this armor stand pose book? Is this just like something that?
Well,
that
there's
you can
multiple ways, but the really lazy, easy way is to type trigger/AS help,
Okay,
and then
that makes sense.
it gives you a menu, and you click on a button, and it gives you a book.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
That way you
Okay,
can get
so
a bunch
that's
of them
easy.
nice and easy and just put them in item frames, right?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, and then when you how do you get the pose into the book?
That's what we'll do next, yeah. That's the next step, is to learn
Okay.
how. It's really simple. It's just you wanna walk yourself through it and make sure you get it. So around the back here, I think I've got a bunch of armor stands. Let's have a look. Yep. Then with a little bit of redstone. Oh, you're over there.
I'm on my
Sorry,
way.
I ran away.
No, you're all good.
We want some like levers or buttons or something. Let's see.
Okay. I have none of these things with me.
Got to get an
I'm
ender
also
chest.
incredibly jealous of your actually organized ender chest. My ender chest is just still full of rubbish. I always organize my ender chests like so late in the season for no reason.
I feel like at some point I should sell it as a service.
Oh, that would actually be the best.
Yeah.
I would pay hundreds of diamonds.
Maybe like at the beginning of next season would be a good time.
Yeah. That would be the best. Yeah, if you did that, like, honestly, I would give all my diamonds to have just some form of ender chest system.
It would be a hit. Okay,
Yeah.
so this, let's get one more thing in here. So I picked this spot because we're not really near any other armor stands, although I am... I'm a little bit worried, actually. I don't want to edit.
Surely,
like some of these are really intricate, you know.
Yeah, this is a lot of armor stands.
I think we're good, though. I think it's definitely closer to this one. So obviously the buttons are going to power these, right? So...
Yep.
Do you also have the armor stand mod on?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you know you can just shift click it, do some fast editing. Now, with the statues book, I believe what you do is you open it up and you copy it. I just forget which page copy is on.
Oh, so is it with the book? Because there is copy
Yes.
the current pose to the clipboard.
Page 8
and it's on the bottom
utilities.
left. Okay, I'm gonna have to use
Yeah.
this. So trigger AS
And then autocomplete and it will give you the book.
and then get the book by clicking here. Okay, I have the book. Cool.
Alright, so I just did a little thing with this pose. If you want to go ahead and change the pose.
Can I just say, is this how Zombie Cleo used to use the armor stand mod?
Yes, with the book, which is insane. It's absolutely insane.
What on earth?
Yeah.
It must have. What? How did they even do anything?
I know, right? Like, it was such a grind, and then this mod comes along, and it's like 10 times quicker. It's just insane.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep.
It adds
Right, so
extra value to all the stuff she's done in the past seasons, I think.
Yeah. No. 100%. 100%.
So feel free to
okay.
change the pose on this one.
Okay. If I just do, I might just do like a running pose.
There we go.
That's nice and easy. So if I, oh.
that was bound to happen.
yeah. So then, if I copy the pose in the armor stand mod,
Yes, you
Can I
want
paste it into
you
the book?
first want to stand near it, and on the very first page when you open the book, there's check target, which is kind of handy because it will make it glow.
okay, check target. Okay.
So now
yes,
you know you're
yeah.
going to interact with that one. You want to go to utilities on the right hand side. That takes you to page 8.
Utilities. Oh yeah. Wow. Okay.
And then on
And then
there,
copy.
there's copy. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you go ahead and place that in the second item frame here, then we can just power them, right? Like power the left one, power the right one. I forgot because I'm an idiot. You know this, Mumbo. You know this about me. Probably means we might need to actually like space these out as well. But try pressing that first button.
But
Okay.
surely the block would power the item frame, right? Or is wait? Let's see.
Oh yeah, see it changed it. I know what I'm doing wrong.
Okay.
Let me put it like that.
Yeah.
Have faith.
Okay. So the redstone actually has to be in the item frame because I would have just assumed it could be you could power the block, but that is actually that is slightly different.
Yeah, I
Wow,
made that
okay.
assumption too.
Yeah. Okay.
So if
this is easy.
Yeah, it is easy. If I go ahead and give this thing another pose,
Yeah.
and then I'll do the copy one more time, and then slap that in there. Oh, a little bit of a tip, right? The alignment of the redstone hitbox, you have to click on like the very corner of the...
Yeah.
And unless it's set like that, then you can click anywhere on the edge, but...
Yeah.
So yeah, so if you just automate the powering of these pieces of redstone,
Yeah.
that's it. Now there is
frame by frame animation.
there is a bit of a rate limit though, so
Right. Okay. Yeah.
we can demonstrate that there is one at least by doing this. So like 4 ticks between. I mean, did it
Okay.
change the one at the end?
Yeah. It went to the one at the end. So
Then
I guess.
the one in the middle and the one at the end. No. The one in the beginning, then the one at the end. So like maybe it's 8 ticks
Okay.
between them.
Yeah. Yeah. That kind of makes sense.
I still got the one at the end. Interesting. This is where you can experiment.
Yeah. Yeah.
That time
Okay.
you see, it didn't like it.
Okay. Definitely. There's definitely some kind of limit. You might have just gotten really lucky with your button press at the start. that you
Yeah,
were,
it could have been a
between maybe
timing.
updates or something. Yeah.
Now I don't know what's going on.
There we go.
Maybe it's 6 ticks then. That seems to be solid.
Yeah.
Now-
we'll roll with 6 ticks. Yeah. We'll
I
with that.
learned that we can actually change how often it looks for updates. So if we wanted to, it could look for it every tick, but that would probably cost more resources and maybe something we
I
like
imagine.
establish at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's going to be
like,
slow
how,
for
how
now.
smooth? How smooth do we really need animations? It's not like we're doing anything crazy. I just want the simplest little animation. And this is really helped. I think this is super interesting. It actually is quite intuitive.
It is, yeah.
Much better than my armor stand swapper with slime blocks and things that I was doing.
I can imagine that
ended
being
up-
a headache.
Yeah, no, it just did not work so well. So now I can actually get some proper animations going in my town.
Yeah.
This is gonna get addictive.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like this is something I could go overboard with.
Yeah, I like that you said in your town, and immediately I thought, like, there's so many places you could go. Like, you could hook it
Yeah.
up to, like, a daylight sensor, and, like, they have a different pose at nighttime or something.
That's actually a really funny idea.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like, yeah, that's a funny
Time
idea.
of day
I mean,
modifications.
I'm guessing that this is an obvious one. The position has to stay the same, right? Like, you can't.
I
can't
don't
have them
think
move
so.
around.
No.
Oh no, because your golden carrot was moving.
So those 2 armor stands, when you saw the golden carrot,
Yeah.
that is 2 armor stands. They are fixed. The armor stand can move, I think, because these are looking for the nearest target. Now,
Right.
if you had a bunch of armor stands next to each other, then you might run into issues with moving one. But if it's
Yeah.
one on its
Yeah.
own, you should be able to move
Yeah.
it about as well.
That's interesting.
I mean, we can experiment, right? Like, get a lever, get a piston. Let's break this sucker.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So that one isn't, like, holding the pose, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
it'll still get applied. So, like, maybe you press the button whenever you feel like it, and I'll do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of a demonstration, isn't it?
That looks really funny with the jump. With the jump, it looks really funny. If you had a slime block launching that thing
Dude.
as it does that
Yeah.
pose.
I saw it.
Wait, the
That's
timing's
great.
perfect. We've
How
already
was it?
timed
Yeah.
perfectly.
That's brilliant.
We've actually, okay, occasionally it doesn't work. Maybe we need 4 ticks, but I
Whee!
personally think this might be. We've already made a piece of art, but
Yeah.
no, the timings might need a little bit of work. But
Whee!
that is really funny.
That's so good.
That's amazing. All right, This is gonna be the rest of my day.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be
I can
messing
imagine.
around with this stuff. Oh man. Oh, thank you so much for this. This is so
No problem.
good.
No problem, Mumbo.
Alright,
I can't
I'll-
wait to see what you do with it.
Yeah. I'll send you a message once I've come up with some bits and pieces.
Yeah.
and
Bring
I'll
me
invite you
over to show me the end result. I can't wait to see what you're doing. This is cool.
All right, man. I'll catch you later.
Take care, Mumbo.
See you later.
Oh, that is too good, isn't it? Like, I was standing here and I kind of like was seeing it different, and then I come over here and I'm like, oh, now I get it. Like, that pose is perfect. All right, chat. How you doing? How you doing, chat? Armor stand automation. That's what we're doing. Dark Yo says, what's happening? We were just showing Mumbo how this works. Like, just so much fun. And then this happy little coincidence at the end, if it will choose to work. It is a bit fussy. Like, we did this on 2 ticks on each and it worked once. Then we tried 3 and it definitely worked, and then it stopped. And now it's like, nah, I want more. Hey! Anyway, there are some intricacies here that need to be figured out, I guess. But yeah, we got to get back to business, right? We've had some pleasant distractions. My tea has gone cold. How predictable. Another tea in the tea graveyard. Let's put these in here. Then we'll go grab some materials and stuff. Do some actual work says Becca. Jeez! Getting on my case, are we? That was fun, that was fun. You don't always have to do air quotes work on Hermitcraft, right? You can chill out and have a good time. Mixin New, thank you ever so much for 24 months. That is 2 years. I appreciate all you do, my dude. Thank you ever so much. And if you did not know, you can join the Let's Play Minecraft Together server as a tier 1 subscriber. So thank you for subscribing. Again, go to assumavoid.com/get-whitelisted if you're interested at all. Can't let the tea go cold. Well, it's gone cold, unfortunately. I'll have one more sip. It's still somehow pleasant in a way. There we go. Right, what's next? Gathering materials. Let's fly over and see if Joe got the wool or not. Because I know he got all the light blue wool, but I don't know if he realised we need more than that. I mean, he knows what we're building, but if you've got like a singular objective... Oh, look at that. Look at that. He's taking care of it. Nice. Nice one, Joe. That's more than enough, I think. I can double check, actually. So, like, white wool, we need 200. Oh, okay. Red wool, we need 150. We got that. So maybe a little bit more white wool. Green, we're going to need a... It's not too far off.
And dark blue is on the chest above.
Goodness me, time. Oh, he's watching the stream and being a cheeky chap, I see. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, because we needed a lot of blue. 900, yeah, okay. I think Joe's pretty much sussed out what we need, just looking at the numbers. I think white wool was just a little bit shy, so we'll grab a couple of stacks of white wool, and then we'll try and get as much of this into shulker boxes as we can. A cheeky little jump scare, it definitely was. Joe, this project is amazing. Thank you for everything you've done so far. I super keen to get this thing finished. We will, yes, head back to storage. X, I think selling the storage as a service could be a great theme for your season 11. I think it would. I think it would. Yeah, like we could sell storage systems. Just giving myself the idea as well of like selling them in bits. Like you sell this as like one product, and then bulk storage is another one, and then storage wall. It could be like, you know, you pay a diamond block per like 4 slices or something. It could be quite interesting actually, because with permits this season, like the whole structure has been a little different. I kind of feel like I'm air quotes good. That reminds me, I actually have a job to do today. We need to go over to my shop, which has been reopened, and just address a few things. So by leaving that there, I will hopefully remember. IKEA, says Brox. We did IKEA one season, yep. Season 6, I believe. Yeah. For the next season of Hermitcraft, your permit will be organising the chests of the hermits. I don't know what the plan for next season is, but I imagine that we would try something different each season. So I don't think permits are permanent. Oh, shut up, X. Right, let's find our book. It's on my hotbar. So we need like 900 moss blocks. Odia was season 7. This is Burt Potato. Odia was IKEA. I think we just called it IKEA. That was season 6, definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've been trying to remind myself where I get all of this stuff from, because I've got a moss farm for bone meal, but I don't recall if I have just a moss farm somewhere. Like, how did I accumulate so much of this? My memory is foggy. Actually, I don't think I got enough, unless there's another box. These are some of the things we need as well. Yeah, actually a little bit shy on moss. Wow. Might just spend some time getting that manually, you know? Why not? Yo, chat, anyone know what Hermit history is? I'm out of the loop, says Callie. It's a part of Impulse's Mayhem, Metro Mayhem game. And he's invited hermits from different seasons to come build a little area that's shaped around that season. So me, Joe, Corrales and Hypno were invited to do Season 1 since we've all been around since Season 1. I think I'm going to have to dump some sand in the smelter for this one. Let's grab these. Ex-member has been nibbled away by rats. Do you realise what you just said? Jeez. That is a horrible image. Akin to torture. Wow. I don't believe what I just read. Who's doing each season, says Zephyr Moon. I know Cleo is doing Season 2. And I think False is doing Season 3. Because False joined in Season 3. If I'm not mistaken. No, False joined in Season 2. So did Tango, actually. Right, so that's 10. That's like 640. So let's get like an extra 2 stacks on top of that. So all of that needs smelting. Ren and Doc are doing 8 and Pearl is Season 9. Yeah, you see, Ren and Doc had quite an iconic little duo thing going on in Season 8. So I like that kind of synergy there. Like the rhyme or reason behind it. Dark Yo says, to be honest, how do you pronounce your username, X? I just say Xisuma, right? That's just a noise coming out of my mouth. Some people say it differently. There's no wrong or right way to say it. It's just a made up name. Which, if you think about it, you know, all names are made up, right? Because, you know, the brain named itself. Jeez, that was a clever little trick. Think about that, eh? Think about it. The brain literally named itself. That is a fact. Do not dispute. Got more oak leaves. Oak leaves. Oak leaves. Technically, I don't have to leave one behind because these aren't really filtered, but it's kind of my little system. Ah! I was looking for something like this. Stashed away. Well, we'll throw some of that in here then. So, we need like 900. I think that gets us pretty close actually. So, we'll call that good for the time being. Stone bricks 420. Hee hee. So the jungle leaves are going to take a minute to grab. Actually, now that I think about it, I know why there's a lot of jungle leaves, and I think it would actually be way more even with oak. So we probably want to get about the same amount between them. And we'll probably visit a jungle and just tear some stuff out to get those. Music X says, Meester, is there something I need to say about the music? The brain is not special for name itself. I also named myself, says Mixinu. Your brain named you. I mean, are you you, or is your brain you? What, huh? Zoom in, MP3. Hi, X, glad to catch your stream again. Can't wait to listen to the great topics of today's stream. They're usually quite good. I do have like a couple of things knocking about in my head. I've actually been a bit shy on talking about stuff that is philosophical, political, or, you know, air quotes, deep or whatever, like waffly content lately. I don't know why. I just felt like really like maybe a bit like overwhelmed or something like that. Just always banging on about this stuff, and I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to talk less about that at the moment, I guess. But then freedom dies in silence. Oh my god, don't even. See, you'll set me off on one now. Like I have a lot of thoughts knocking about in my head, but if I look back at like some of my old streams and like Xisuma Says content and stuff, I know I was like always honest, and you know, I wasn't trying to deceive anyone or have an ulterior motive, but like I feel like sometimes I just kind of, you know, got stuff wrong. That's what we do as humans, but then I kind of think like, why do I have to always talk about this stuff? So I don't know, something's made me feel a little bit shy about talking about it on stream lately. Probably because I can't make my mind up about a lot of stuff, you know. I'm always like listening to books and video essays and taking in ideas and trying to look at like both sides of a perspective, but then like I don't know where that leaves me. So I guess maybe I just feel like a bit about it lately. 128, 256, 320, that'll do. There's so much going on recently, it's a bit dizzying to sort through. It is, yeah, it is. Stuff is happening fast, and here's like one thought that pops in my head. This is just like a simple exercise, right? But like when particular people react to something that's happening, right? So there's something going on in the news, something crazy happens, and then a bunch of people always reacting to it. This is a very common thing. Maybe 20 years ago it wasn't like that because we didn't have little, we couldn't just tweet whatever popped into our head. But I've been doing this exercise of like, based on what people have said like previously, would you have predicted they would have said that or responded to this thing in that way? I keep asking myself that question about how people reply to stuff, and sometimes it's like really clear, yes, this lines up with this person's values, this is a very typical thing they would say in response to this event. And with other people lately, I've been just seeing this kind of like, this doesn't sound like what I was anticipate you would say. Right? So I'm not gonna throw anyone under the bus or point fingers at them. I'm just going to leave that thought experiment with you when you're next getting into the horrible world of people throwing around opinions online, and thing happens and everyone starts getting angry and upset about it. Like, think about like people's response and just think like, if you could go back in time and ask them how they would react to this before the thing happens, would you get the same answer? Because there's stuff going down where I'm just feeling like this don't feel like what I'd expect from someone like you. Like if social media didn't exist, or in general, says Thinky Plane. I think it's just in general. It's just in general. Because there's a lot of like online, there's a lot of like bubbles, right? And I think it's very easy just to not look at yourself as if you're part of that problem, right? Like it's easy to be like, oh, the other people in a bubble, right? So I like to try and like see the bubble that I'm in, and then maybe look at like what else is being said elsewhere if I choose to, you know, get my head into that opinion space or whatever you want to call it, right? Totally forgot where I was going about this. What were we saying? Like social media or not? So like before social media, it was harder to see those bubbles, but they did exist. They were probably softer. But now you know everyone's just going to react to everything so quickly, and it's like, if you just take a moment to think about, would they have like said this before or not? I feel like you start to just see some people kind of air quotes falling in line, it feels like. Yo! Thinky Pain, thank you ever so much for the Prime. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream, having a good time. Honestly, I will always prefer talking to people who genuinely understand that one can be wrong about things. It just makes conversations, disagreements outside of one bubble more interesting to me. I agree, Digital Chaos. Much of the stuff I enjoy listening to the most tends to have that layer of like a lot of sciencey stuff happens. Has it? I noticed like there's a lot of like respect for ignorance in science. There's a lot about like being okay with saying I don't know, and that's the stuff that I'm like more drawn towards, is where people are like being more open about that. When someone's like dead sure I know the way of the world and this is how it is, that's like a huge turn off for me. It's like if someone's not explaining how you can see things from a different perspective, or you know, these people say it this way, those people say it that way. Like if it's just no I'm right and shut up, like it's don't want to hear it. Oak planks 100, spruce planks was it 90? Obviously we've got the farms, so we can just rip whatever we need out of here. Okay, a little bit more than that, I think. People tend to jump into conclusions way too quickly without looking at the whole picture, says Horned Astrologer. I see a lot of that as well, yep. And I think Twitter and the current social media environment really encourages that, like, lack of journalistic rigor, or whatever you want to call it, you know, taking the time to really look into something before we all talk about it, and it's just messy, isn't it? Carl Salim, you got a signed alt Xisuma card last week. Awesome. Awesome, my dude. That's great. I'm glad you got one. You definitely learned in the last 10 years to sometimes sit back a bit first and gather your thoughts or information before making a response. That is a great idea. Always a good idea. You love being the devil's advocate and to tease my friends, their opinions and reaction. Only for the better, of course. Yeah, playing devil's advocate is a good exercise, I think. So sometimes, you know, sometimes there isn't much room for it. But I think most of the time there probably is. Let's see, jungle log and then... Oh, that's jungle log and then birch planks. Where are we at? Where are we at? We are here. I didn't see how much it was, but I've got a feeling that'll be enough. And then birch. I think I opened birch and was like, nah, I'm looking for jungle. Here we go. Right, two spacks of birch. That'll cover it. 2 spacks. I'm all for accepting ignorance as long as you aren't using it to grow. But I know lots of people who insist on ignorance being the answer so they can't be proven wrong. As long as you are using it to grow. Okay, because I read it wrong. It was just like, what? I think of it the opposite way around. No, you're totally right. Using ignorance to grow. That's exactly... I think, like, you identify, oh, look, there's this dark space of information here that I don't know something about, and I don't need to assert any kind of authority or act like I know the answer. Yeah. Right, I'm going to stand up. I've been sat for a while. You know how I am. Peeps, do y'all ever get cramps in your legs? Specifically, the calf. I used to get a lot of calf cramps back in the day. And I can't remember particularly what I decided was helping. But I think hydrating more throughout the day was one of the things. And getting more electrolytes in your diet. Although I haven't specifically focused on that. I kept it up. Anyway, I had a calf cramp for the first time in years last night. It's so annoying because there's no thing before it cramps up. There's no feeling of like, oh, it's about to cramp up. It just happens. You just move. And it is like, agony. Anyway, I've been massaging it, taking it easy, gone for a couple of nice walks outside, but doing lots of stretches. And yeah, if I look back at yesterday was a day where I didn't really hydrate as much. I'm going to hydrate right now that we're talking about it. That makes sense. You took magnesium and drank more water to fix it. Yeah, I've heard about taking magnesium for it. But yeah, unless they start coming back like frequently, I think it's just going to be a bit of a one-off. But yeah, I've been working on it all day, and tomorrow's run day, and I really want to run. I feel like I'll get there. I'll probably feel fine in the morning. Yo, we got Cold and Medusa coming in with the Prime, which you can use to join our Let's Play Minecraft Together server. Let's throw that up on the screen. SumoVoid.com/get whitelisted. All you subscribers out there, letting you know over and over again that you can join the server. Crappy Toast here for 40 months. 40 months these days. Geopolitical topics can be crazy and complicated, but since I left the short form content bubble, it doesn't affect me in the same way anymore. In the Netherlands, the public broadcasting channels are very trustworthy whilst also showing different views to topics, which just means that it doesn't anger me as much as social media can. Anyway, have a nice stream, X and chat. Yeah, I was watching the BBC's take on some recent events yesterday. And the whole tone of it was, like, I didn't even realise this, I'm realising it now. The whole tone of it was in no way antagonising, right? And yet you go online and people's tweets are just making these nasty statements about oh, you know, just why do we have to do it? Why do we have to like slam dunk on a group of people, group of strangers over the internet? What is this mind virus that we're all feels like we're all suffering from? Just crazy behavior. I mean, I ain't suffering from it. I'm aware of it. Social media thrives on controversy. It does seem so, doesn't it? I'm not streaming on YouTube today or really at all anymore. Edu Ozar, if I butchered your name or not, I apologise. Hey, X, any tips for running? I've started recently. Yeah, dude, if you just started running, okay, I don't know how old you are. First of all, the older you are, the more likely you're going to get like injured if you don't know what you're doing, etc. When you're young, you can kind of like tolerate a fair bit of discomfort. But from my own experiences with learning to run an injury, okay, the sooner you learn to do proper warm-ups, do the right stretches, stretch your hammies, learn to swing your legs, you can go look up some tutorials on YouTube. You know, there's a channel that is like a running institution that's been around for a long time that put out some really good tutorials on warm-ups. Like, learn to warm up, take the time to warm up before you run. Look up running form. Stretch your hammies, says Mixinu. You gotta stretch your hammies. I have had notoriously tight hammies in the past. I so frequently now move and I don't sit as much that they are much looser now, and I can like easily touch my toes. I explained this one time on stream, and stream was just like not getting me at all. But I can now lay on my back, put my hands, right, put them up in the air, and then put them back behind you. So the back of your hands are touching the floor. Then I can bring my legs up over my body and touch my hands. Like, and that is hard to do with tight hamstrings, but like, you know, regular stretching and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, my injury is not still around really, PG. It lingered for a long time. It was something I worked around a little bit, but my latest stretch of running has been really good. And I've not been impeded by previous injuries. But anyway, okay, warming up, learning how to stretch, learning good form for running. Heartgamer says, I'm honestly scared to start running. I've never been a runner, but I've been enjoying the treadmill more and more since I started at the gym. Awesome. That's great. Like, if you're just doing like a fairly good walking tempo, you can make that a little harder on yourself. You can use the incline. You can make it just a tiny bit faster or whatever. There's a lot of gains you can get just from walking that will get your fitness up a level or whatever. But then when you make that transition to running, when I started, I was so out of shape that like I could only like run down the local road for like 2 or 3 minutes. But I was like, well, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come back and do it a few days later. And eventually it became like a couple of laps and then running for 10 minutes. And you know, the trick is just to slowly build up and, you know, do something, recover from it, do it again, recover from it, you know. Hugs in caps. I have not run a marathon, and it was something I really wanted to do at one point in time. I was dead set on building up to running a marathon, and then I, you know, picked up a few more injuries, and I've generally found that I haven't ever really ran past like 50 minutes to an hour. I mean, I have done it on a regular basis, but when I'm in that range of running for about an hour, I just seem to pick up something. You know, something happens every so often. So I kind of gave up on that, and now it's like now it's more just like I do like 2 25-minute runs a week, and that's it. The Lost Beatrice says, why would one ever need to be flexible enough to have their feet above their head like that? Well, being flexible increases, you know, blood flow around your body. It's a sign of good health. You prevent injury because tightened muscles and muscle groups are more susceptible to getting injured. It also helps as you age to be flexible. Can help, you know, keep your strength up, because one of the things that affects elderly people more than you would think, like for getting old and dying, is ankle mobility. Just, you know, doing basic stuff like getting up and going into the kitchen. And if you haven't, like, looked after your body, certain bits, like your ankles, get weak. And it's very easy just to have a trip and fall. And then, you know, you bang your head on a counter and that's it. Lights out. Like, is that where they went? I think they went in a different one. Yeah, they went up over here. So it's very easy for that to happen. So that's why, like, I mean, those years are a long way off for me, but they'll be here eventually, and I just want to take care of myself on the way there. So I've developed these habits of just constant, you know, stretching and like feeling good within yourself. And yeah, like in the long run, the idea is that it keeps you nice and healthy when you're getting older. You remember you had a teacher who's in their 70s who could touch her toes? It was kind of amazing. Yeah, that is pretty great to be able to do it when you're 70. You've had whiplash since 14 years old, falling on my neck and back. Now my muscles tense up due to nerve damages. I do genuinely miss serious sports, but I got the okay from my doctor to do daily walks. Amazing. I am definitely not going to recommend doing this, but just more of a question. Do you have any like neck muscle rehabilitation exercises? Because I frequently throughout the day will just like, as I move around, I do little neck stretches and stuff, and I'm always feeling just little bits of tightness getting let go. Because I have just in the past felt a fair amount of tightness build up in my neck before I addressed it, and then I'd get like an ache that would stick around for a few days and stuff. You knew a guy who skied until he's 91. Dude, what a life. That is awesome. When you're sitting, you do flexing / carve exercises. Yeah, that's a good one to do. Your parents are in the 80s and your mum does keep fit and ballet. Wow. While my dad goes to the gym 3 times a week. That is insane. That's crazy cool. Even a little bit of movement helps. Start with a little and work up, says Nuka Hart. Absolutely 100% right. And I honestly think that's probably the most palatable way for most people to get in shape, is not to think about like becoming a gym head and turning up every day. It's more about just get like something small done every day. Even if it's like a 5-minute walk, and then, you know, you can build on that over time. When that 5-minute walk becomes something you don't even think about, you don't really like, you know, it's not a hassle, then you start walking a little bit further, and, you know, the years go by as they do, and one day you'll be walking for an hour at a time and thinking, hang on a minute, you know, like I never used to be able to do this, but that's all it takes. It's easy. Where should we go for a jungle biome? I feel like it might be fun just to like go through a portal and fly, rather than use a mist today. You know, I tend to do that a lot. You're constantly cracking your neck and knees. Feels brilliant, but apparently not great for the spine. I wouldn't know much about cracking. I've heard mixed things. It's not cracking the thing I can remember. It's you know when you bend down and your knees make a bunch of noises from the cartilage area. Apparently that's like fine. Don't worry about it, is what they say. I'm not so comfortable with that, but apparently it's okay. But cracking is different, right? So I couldn't really comment on that. The majority of our calories are burned by small movements throughout the day, so be sure to wiggle. Yeah, there's a theory, I think it's called NEAT, and it stands for a bunch of stuff, right? Like the NEAT, the letters, it's basically talking about how kind of like, if you're someone who sits on a couch and just lays there and barely moves a muscle, right? Or if you're someone like me who can't sit down for more than 30 minutes and starts to feel uncomfortable and like fidgety, that natural fidgetiness, you know, is burning calories. And so if you have a just more fidgety, I don't know what we're calling this, persona? Doesn't sound like the right word, does it? Disposition? Yeah, you can just slowly burn off more throughout the day, but those kind of things, they tend to just like balance out. Like if you're like losing a lot of weight or you're gaining a lot of weight, like you're out of balance. But when you're in balance, these things tend to just level themselves out, right? So you might be the fidgety person and your best friend is the person who's like almost a sloth, doesn't move, But like it'll balance itself out. You'll naturally eat more food, they'll naturally eat less, that kind of thing. You used to be like that when you was younger. As an adult, you're the opposite. Which used to be like what though? What's that? Which one is that? I think this might be a bad idea actually. Exploring for a jungle. There were times when a long time ago in Minecraft when you'd just be like, right, I'm gonna go explore. I'll never do that anymore. It's nice. It's always nice if I'm, let's say, making a snapshot video and looking around at some biomes for something new they've added. That's always nice. Checking out the terrain. But it's been a long time since I've explored for the pleasure of exploring. I really don't like how overwhelming can be the fit culture, since almost anything is good. But so many people say different things. What sort of different things do they say? Because I think being in shape, it's like, in my mind, it's a hard argument to say there's like negativity to that. Like, why wouldn't you want to be fit and healthy? I mean, it's like life gets in the way of being that sometimes, right? But that is like an optimal state to be in. If we had the villager maps, this would be a pretty direct thing. I think I might actually just go open a mist. It just feels like I'll just do this for ages, then I'll be lost, right? My wings will break. Yeah. I don't have the patience for exploring, apparently. Somewhere like here would be a good spot to get some oak leaves, though, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's drop in here and wreck some oak leaves. Did I just see... I thought I saw a bunch of torches on that island. If we check our book, right, I said it would be a mix of the two. So 660 plus 240. Let's round that up to 1,000. So 500. So just shy of like 10 stacks, really, I think will do us here. Actually, no, wait, what am I about? 500 would be 2 stacks is 128. 4, 8. Yeah, maybe 8 or 9 stacks then. Thanks for the hydration reminder. I need to do that as well, actually. I want to keep hydrating. Because of that cramp. Hearing many different opinions on what practices are healthy and what aren't. Yeah, it's tricky to separate the snake oil from, you know, what's good and what isn't, and I talk from some of my own lived experience, but also spending a heck of a lot of time trying to really get into it and figure this stuff out. Like, hopefully I don't say anything or repeat anything that doesn't make a lot of sense, but most of the things I'm going to say about health, I feel like I've really got stuck in and learned well about it. Gonna make cookies later today. Not healthy, even if you're starving to death. Don't eat a cookie, no! Sorry, that was a joke. Not sure what kind to make. Any recommendations? I wouldn't know. I don't really do bakery type stuff in my diet. My job is being sat at a desk for 8 hours a day and my hobbies. Yeah. Well, that'll put you on a very sedative lifestyle. And that can potentially be unhealthy, right? I mean, there is like scientific information about this out there, about how a sedentary lifestyle will be bad for many different outcomes. It can lead to increased cases of heart disease. And see, this is where it's like, now I'm trying to use my memory to remember like what the things are that it's bad for, and I might get that wrong, right? Like, it might not be specifically heart disease, but it's, you know, increased likelihood of having a heart attack, stuff like that. And also, you know, by how much? Because maybe it's like 10%, maybe it's 20, I don't know. That sometimes the specifics are kind of tricky to remember. Diabetes is a common thing, and that leads to worse things, yeah. Oh, here's another problem. It's now nighttime, and I'm nowhere near my bed. which is just stupid. Gonna get myself in all sorts of trouble out here. By the way, I'm chopping down the tree just in case like anyone comes by here and it looks like someone just left. I always like to try and leave it as if I haven't actually been here, if that makes sense. Well, that's pretty close to 8 stacks already, isn't it? If we can find another little tree in isolation here. Maybe this one. Yeah, I think this will do. And chop that down and then probably be off. There you go, just shy of 8 stacks, I think. Maybe one more tree. What's this one here like? Ooh, what was that sound? Oh, for goodness sake! Why haven't they removed you from the game yet? That sound, why have I not installed like a data pack, sorry, a resource pack that just turns that sound into something really pleasant? I don't know. Got to fly back now. Some people turn 90 years old after drinking and smoking, and some people don't make life beyond 40. Eating greens and doing sports daily. You're honestly never fully in control. Yeah, but like the point there is like it's not the norm to drink and smoke and get to 90, right? Like, yeah, life is full of other things. You know, you can be as healthy as you can and die in a car crash tomorrow, right? The point is, like, if you drink and smoke your whole life, you're rolling the dice on getting to 90. You're rolling the dice on getting to 90 if you eat your veggies and do lots of exercise. But, like, which one do you think's going to have a better impact on you getting to 90? Wait. I guess I... What? Where's the phantom gone? Why did I just take damage? That was weird. That was very weird. Healthy activity will increase your odds of long life and reduce the likelihood of harmful side effects, says Bert. Yeah, Bert just saying it rather concisely there. That's good. You do struggle with being on the plump side, however, I have a heart condition. Let's see if I can get that one red. You have a heart condition. Oh, and then it went. I can't scroll, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, some of us will have, you know, legitimate reasons why we can't, right? I think one of the more damaging things is when someone has an idea in their heads that they can't because of, like, genetics, let's say. Because there are genetic outliers who will have trouble with their weight because of hormones and stuff, but this is dock space, isn't it? Ah, we now know where this is. And I think I see a portal over. Oh, the thing is with dock is that I might get into this portal and be inside the middle of a mob farm, so I'll leave that. Yeah, there are like genetic outliers, but then there's also, and I've seen this like firsthand, there's like information out there about being overweight where people are saying, you know, it's just your genetics, but it's like, well, you have to actually figure that out. You can't just say it. And so I get really upset at the idea that there's information out there that can cause people to believe that something is outside of their control when actually it's within their control. And, you know, it's like they're being denied the opportunity to better themselves in some way, right? That appears to me to be an arrow. That appears to me to be my own farm. So we'll go this direction. Then we've got to figure out where we're going to fly to in the world for the jungle. So, like, the thing about being on the plump side is that if you want to make a difference, you know, if you're comfortable with how you are, that's perfectly fine. But if you're not, you do have a choice to make a difference. And if you're unable to exercise, you know, you can eat less, which might be uncomfortable. It might be tricky to get used to doing that. But yeah. Medications can make you gain weight as well. Very frustrating. Yes, medications can mess with your hormones, can't they? Yeah, because some people are in a position where, like, it's made extra hard, right? Either genetics or medication or stuff. Like, I wouldn't want that to like cause someone to give up on what they want, right? Like, if it's harder for you, but there's, you know, you have to rise to a higher level, like you might still be able to get what you want. Right, I need to get like the world seed. Where do I get that from? My notepad stuff for Hermitcraft. Let's go grab that. Do a little headbang in. Some rocking guitars on. I put the Red Alert music on because they released the open source code for Command & Conquer, which I thought was super cool. Hopefully some interesting stuff will come from that. I'm not sure exactly what. There's actually been like Command & Conquer mods around for like some time. But they've, historically the ones I've checked out have been like pretty poor and uninteresting. But maybe with the release of the source code we might see some cool stuff emerge. Fingers crossed. I'm also not particularly tapped into the Command & Conquer scene, so stuff like that might go right over my head. Right, okay. Okay, I'm getting somewhere now. Let's select a biome. Jungle. As I say it, I think I know. Yeah, it kind of popped into my head. Like, I think there's jungle near Zeta, right? Oh, where's world spawn? It's not. Sorry, I'm looking at another screen, by the way, chat. I can't see world spawn now. That's annoying. Oh wait, there? Wow, there really is jungle quite nearby. But I want to go to something further away. Okay, I think I'll leave that on the other screen and then try and use it to navigate. Okay. OpenRA says OpenBag 2. OpenRA isn't open source though, is it? I thought OpenRA was, you know, like an open community developing RA. It's not actually open source, right? I could be mistaken. You've been listening to the Soulside Eclipse album. You've been really enjoying it, says Twilight Pug. Oh, thank you for listening, my dude. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Right, let's throw down a box for the leaves. Go sleep in the bed. Blue Raven! Enjoy your walk. Enjoy your walk. Okay, where did the name Soulside Eclipse come from? It came to me when I think before I'd actually started like writing music. I kind of like knew I wanted to do music, but I was a little young and naive, and I didn't really like think in terms of I should get an instrument and try this or something. I was just, I don't know, not very thoughtful. But I remember walking home from school. And it just like popping into my head the name, and it just felt right. But the idea behind the name is that, like, how I could describe music for me is that it eclipses my soul. It feels like when I really get into music, like all the stress and the worries and even the sense of self can just like dissipate somewhat in the presence of the music. So it's like the soul is eclipsed. For that moment in time. So for me, like the music that I put out under that name is about experiencing that through making music myself. Because first I heard it through other people's music, and then it's like, after that, when I make my own, if I can find that feeling, then that's Soulside Eclipse. This is actually like really. I think I'm gonna have to get the coordinates out. Oh no, wait, here we go. Yeah, the map is a little not quite what I thought it would be, like just not quite to the scale I thought it was. So I could go a little further out if I wanted to, but with the way jungles are super dense, we could probably. Hello, little ocelot! Ah, you're my new best friend. If only I had a fishy for you. Now don't go running away, buddy. Because it's a long way down. That is a good... Why are you so tame? This dude is chill. He's just not bothered by me. Now I'm kind of worried that the server is frozen. Nice. Why are you so chill, buddy? You can't tame him with fish. Am I that old that I forgot that they changed it all? Yeah, you can't, can you? But I thought they would still run away from you. Little kitty cat, I mean, you have got to think about the predicament you're in here. Oh, this little guy's too cute. You're too darn cute, man! Alright. Alright, safety Xisuma here. Come on. If you'll be leashed, I'll get you home. Don't worry. Alright. Peeps, this could go wrong. I'm not using a rocket. Oh! Okay, you're gonna be alright, buddy. You're gonna be alright. We're just gonna... Oh, wait. Cats don't like water. Cats don't like water. Oh, God, I went into a tree. Oh, you made it safely. Oh, thank goodness. Do you know what chat would have said to me? Oh, my God. They would have never let me get away with that one. Never let me get away with that, would you, chat? That would have been horrendous. Right. I saved an ocelot today. What did you do? What did you do with your life? I saved an ocelot. Yeah, think about that. I'm out here saving kitty cats. You were waiting to clip the death. Oh. Don't have faith in me. I've been playing this game for 12 years. And I struggle to open a barrel. Oh, wait, no. I struggle to not open a barrel. That's how that works. Alright. We're good. Does that make you any good at it, though, says Becca? I would hope so. Why are you watching? Yeesh. Oh, I like to watch people who are bad at games. Sure. Sure you do. You came here for the quality and the class. That's what you came for. That world-class Ender Chest organisation. Can't get enough of it. What is the Minecraft Marketplace? Did the Tunnel Rats plug just come up on the screen or something? That's the place where you can buy Tunnel Rats. It's on Bedrock. They have a marketplace for additional content. Of which we have published Tunnel Rats over there. Here for the amusement. Fair enough. Don't ruin Xisuma's moment by telling him cats land on their feet. Don't ocelots not take fall damage? Is that a thing? I think that's a thing. I've played this game for so long that, like, a lot of Minecraft knowledge now is just a blur. But I gave up on... It just became too much to remember at some point. I used to love knowing all the facts about the game and then having a little myth busting going on. And then at some point it was like, wait, did they change that again? Apparently they did. That's another thing about the jungles. Doesn't the floor, the canopy... No, the canopy's up top. The floor area often has a lot of leaves over it. Could probably just rip out a few of those and get what we need as well. Chimera has a counter for how many times he's been called Dev. Can you guess how high it is? Very high? I mean, I call him Dev all the time. He should have never mentioned it. Then he'd get like better odds of being called Chimera. You know? It's his fault, not mine. Like, I just say the words, you know? He writes them. Jeez. You're stuck on 1.20. You have no idea about anything after that. To be fair, you're not too far behind. Not too far behind. Right, I think I'm going to go for this one next. And remember what I said earlier about wanting it to look like I haven't been here? That's why I'm fussy about what tree I pick. Like, I want to not rip out too much that makes it look odd. This is also a good place for the oak leaves, but we've already got those. Okay, Void, you're alright, Void, says Maddie. I like it. I like being called Void. It's fine. It's fine. I remember being so excited when different doors got added to the game. Those were the days, man. Dude, what year was that? What year was that? That was some time ago. Aren't you going to reset these chunks anyway with the next update to give them a chance to generate with the new undergrowth? I don't know. I don't know. These are kind of close to other stuff, so they might stick around. I was supposed to prune the world recently when we moved to some new hardware, but I didn't have time on the day, and then I just kind of forgot about it. It's fine though, because, you know, it'll be okay. It's only I who worries about the world download. And I guess I'll make it all work when it comes to that point in time. I'll figure it out. X, do you know if I trim/delete chunks of my old world and update it, if those chunks can get like a cherry forest biome? Yeah, they can, but you might want to check the seed. So you look at where you're deleting them and what they'll be replaced by, right? Also, just make a backup and do a test, you know? That's another good way to figure it out. Do a test run. If it works, either stick with it or like... Depends how you do it. If you do it in like survival, then you might just stick with it. If you do it in creative, you might be like, right, let's go grab a copy of this and do it in survival. Depends on how you play your world. It's your world, your rules. Right, there we go. We have very carefully curated some blocks from the jungle. Doors got added in 1.8, 2014, according to Google. 11 years ago, says the Lost Beatrice. That's when that book Sapiens came out. I finished it today. And it was released in... Well, it wasn't... It was written in 2014, released in 2015. That's an amazing book. I really enjoyed reading it. And the thing that I didn't get around to waffling on about the other day was time. There's a bit in it where they talk about the invention, air quotes, of time. And I've heard bits of bobs about this before. But it's nice to go through it again, because I'm very curious in history and stuff. Things are changing, by the way, as we go over here. I'm really curious about history and the history of things, and I remember learning about like how the train networks in the UK kind of like changed how time was done here, and this book goes into that again as well. When we were chatting with Mumbo earlier, I had a strong desire to hide in this tree. No. I noticed like we've got aquatic dolphins and a radar dish over here. I like the copper fade, that's very cool. And then Tango's doing some terraforming over it, look at this. Landscaping even. Bet Tango will do something super cool there. Are these trees permanent? Could I have just come and harvested I could have grown my own trees. Didn't even think of that, did I? I wouldn't have got the saplings back though. Anyway. So in this book, he kind of frames this idea of like, we used to have like localized time. So between like London and Liverpool, it might be off by like 20 minutes. Their 12 o'clock isn't yours. It's very easy to take time for granted now. Like all of us right now can probably glance in a direction and see what the time is, right? I've got it on my screen. You might have it in your pocket on a phone or on your wristwatch. So we're always very aware of the time. And that is something that humans didn't have for the longest time, ironically. They didn't have it for the longest time, get it? Haha. Like, they wouldn't have conceptualized time quite the same way. It's funny because in this show that I was watching recently, like one of the characters asks another, like, what's the time? And they sort of joke with them and just say, like, look at the sky. You know, the sun's in the middle of the sky. It's the middle of the day, mate. Like, And then it kind of highlights how that character doesn't really need to know the exact time. But anyway, it was a good point, you know? Like, if you've ever been out and about and someone asks you what time of day it is, it's usually because we're all on like a little bit of a schedule, and it's like, you know, my bus is turning up at 5 past the hour, or I said I'd meet someone at 1/2 past, whereas, like, how often do we just need to know roughly what time of day it is? I don't think that we do, or I don't think that we think like that, you know, because we're so regimented to having clocks that tell us the exact time, and it's the same time for everyone. So yeah, it's a interesting thing, and he also highlighted how people behave differently around the idea of time. Like when you didn't have a time of day clock, you know, you'd wake up in the morning when the sun woke up, and that would be the beginning of the day, and your concept of time would probably just revolve around where the sun was in the sky. You know, you'd say to someone, "I'll meet you here at sundown" or something, right? It's a curious one. But yeah, it got me thinking just about, yeah, we do kind of like this part of our life is very different to what it might have been for other people for the longest time. Now it's this way. I need to grab a sign. I need to do something. I need to do something important. In fact, this is really important now that I think about it. Okay, I'm gonna want some dye, like bone meal will give us that. And then I'm gonna want some glow ink, which is probably just gonna be in here. Glow ink, homie, I forgot which one it's in. Utilities. Okay, those two things will help us immensely. Luna Wolf on TikTok says he doesn't check chat, sadly, though. Oh, why do I bother? Why do I even bother? Well, I guess I won't read TikTok chat then. Jeez. I opened it because apparently there's ghosts over there or something. I don't know what this is about ghosts. It's like the series of ghosts trying to talk to the guy. Are you saying that y'all are ghosts? Because I'm not paying attention. Come over to Twitch if you want your answers messaged. If you want your answers messaged, come over to Twitch. You know? If you want to stream the watch, come over to Twitch. If you want to follow the hit button, come over to Twitch. It's simple, really, isn't it? Jeez. Jeez, words aren't difficult. Putting them in the right order is, but, you know. Anyway. Yeah. So over here, we need a sign. I'm going to put it right here on the corner because of symmetricalness. I've been wanting to do this for ages. Wait, I need to make sure I get this correct because I wrote it down. Yep, I remembered it correctly. I don't like what they're selling. Tengo Tack. Tengo said that when he came over here, and it amused me greatly. I don't like what they're selling. I might move that later on, actually. Also, because it's nighttime, that guy's going to attack me. So that's really good. Now I've got to fly back to my base again. We are so productive today. Oh, the productivity. It's, you know, if there was a chart, it would be like all the way up there somewhere. I'm pointing. You can't see that because the webcam is broken at the moment. Peeps, no webcam today. Tengo, lol. I mean, he chose that name, not me. Jeez. Cub loves the fireworks. Cub does. Cub loves the fireworks. Wildfire Etho says, are you always this sassy, Xisuma? I'm sassy when I feel like it. You have a webcam, says Bella? Yeah. That's how people see me and talk about how I look all day long. That's what you internet people do, right? How many hours a day do you usually sleep to be so active? Hey man, I'm an 8 hours a day sleeper. I get my 8 hours in minimum. That's me rules. Webcam broken again. Your son, Lucky, says Joey. I know, right? Why does it keep breaking? Those pink dyed hair you showed last stream were fire, Void. Yeah, pretty impressive for a bald guy, right? Or should I say shaven? Are you bald if you shave it off? Is there a difference? I think there is. There's definitely a difference. I don't know if I'm allowed to say I'm bald or not. That might be baldest, you know? Which is not a good thing. You don't want to become a baldist, trust me. People confuse you with Buddhist if you say it too quickly. Then they're getting the wrong idea. Where's my this one? That's what I want. I haven't done this in ages. Look, the other day I ran out of shulker shells. I was like, jeez, how many blocks am I getting in this game? That's bold of you to say, says Sphinx. Naturally bald versus artificially. Yeah, artificially. I mean, is it artificial or is it natural? All I did was cut the hair. Jeez. Or shave it. Oh yeah, so I want to go over there and like just sort out stock and stuff. I think I might want an anvil to rename some things too. Let's go. Artificial balding. Yeah, that sounds like a self-inflicted problem. Shave equals cut. Well, then why are there two words for it? Eh? Eh? Cosmetically bald? Interesting. Artificial just means a human did it. Oh, right. So you're artificial, are you? I mean, your parents did it. Jeez. Must be an artificial person. Right, let's go in here and I kind of think I might want to disable that guy. It's kind of menacing. You know, maybe make it a thing of the past. See, I could come and get rid of that, or just tear out the redstone. Then maybe just put a glass block here. That's another thing I might be able to do. Just put a glass block there, and it will get pushed up into the glass at night. That might be kind of cool. Like you come in here at night and it's just chilling. It's just chilling in the block inside it, literally. Wish me luck! Don't attack me! Oh, it worked. Who put that glass block there? That's what I heard. Right, I'm an undercut. Am I 1/3 bald? I mean, what are we talking about? Your head, the whole body, like... You know, percentages, fractions, is all weird, isn't it? So this right here, this is horribly overpriced. It should be 1 diamond bottle each. Sorry, 1 diamond bottle. What planet are you on, X? These are probably not that poorly priced, funny enough. I was also considering getting rid of wind charges and breeze rods because they are... they're kind of, I don't know. They're going to be like... Basically, I went over and farmed up a bunch of this stuff again to stock up, and it was not pleasant. It was a grind. So, these ones, I actually think I'm going to just keep at that price. I think they might sell at that price, essentially. I'm not going to sell regular trial keys, because that means more grinding for keys. So, I think for now that might be okay. Then again... Would you want to buy just one? You'd probably want to buy quite a few of these to open them. I think I'll leave it like that, and then maybe as I grind more, I'll increase the stack amount, something like that. But anyway, this is on the chopping board, as is that. They haven't sold, although the shop never really had a chance. So I was thinking what we might do here is sell the armor trims and the sherds, which... might create a little bit of a conflict with Ren's shop, I'm not sure. But I have a permit to sell this stuff, so, you know. Why not? What do you think? Are you allowed to sell stuff in that shop again now? Yes, yeah, I am. Look, I got a permit. Trial chamber loot. This is all trial chamber loot, you know. Bear says I have returned from food. I had 2 very tasty meals today, which I thoroughly enjoyed. So yeah, what do you reckon? Should we just sell shirts and templates over here? And I'll take back my win charges. I think that's what I'm going to do, whether you like it or not, chat. But I tried to get you involved in this democratic process, but y'all just talked about bears. And 800 of them or something. Jeez. It's a lot of bears. You could technically sell poorly enchanted diamond arrows, axes, and right flesh. I could, yeah. I could. Who would want those? So 1 diamond. That actually feels like this should just be a diamond block per. These ones, though, are going to be 1 diamond each. So we have to rename or redo 2 items. 1 diamond each. That's a fair price for that. Then again, like you would want 4 to make a pot. I guess if you wanted it on all sides. I've been making too many pots with these things on all sides for tunnel rats. I've been using the pots in the tunnel rats. I'll do that and keep 2 for myself just in case. I don't think I'm going to use them though. Too expensive. Too expensive for a guy who's made 4,500 diamonds this season. Yep. So I think what we'll do here is we'll just make everything the best one, like number 5. Because then all you do is just have a bucket of milk to just negate that, basically. And now I got some wind charges if I want to use them and stuff. We didn't do that over there, okay. Let's take the one that we got the most of. Put it down here. / iron frame. No, trigger. If invisible. Are you invisible? You are now. Maybe 799 bears is enough, says some gamer. Maybe. When am I moving to Kick? Do you mean the streaming platform? Because I can multi-stream to Kick if I wanted to. I haven't really thought about like experimenting with streaming on a different platform, but I could give it a try. Isn't Kick supposed to be like say what you want, no censorship? That's perfect for me. Oh my god, I'm gonna say so many things. I'm gonna say all the things. No one could stop me saying them. I'm not sure if I want to keep the iron bars. Should we get rid of the iron bars? I'm gonna get rid of the iron bars. I don't think they look particularly bad, but they kind of give off that like shut vibe, and we want to bring back the open vibe, so we're gonna do this. Who remembers what this building was originally for? Do you remember? He is gonna say cheese. How did you know it? What gave it away? Was it those cheeky ears of mine? Aren't we allowed to say nigh on Kick? We are the knights that say me. Or is it nigh? I can't remember now. I really want to watch some of the old Monty Python stuff. I couldn't figure out what streaming platform they were on. And then I was like, I've got the DVDs, but I don't have a DVD player. Jeez. Monty Python's such a classic. You ever want to giggle and a laugh, just put on Monty Python. Timeless. Timeless comedy. Knees. Oh, is it literally knees? We are the knights that say knees. Huh. I always thought it was like knee. Like a GH on it, that kind of thing. Bring us a shrubbery. Okay, the only thing left here is that, and I think this was designed for the ambiance. Let's go ahead and get super cheaty and use a mod to confirm that it is in fact safe around here. It looks like we need a bit of glow lichen out the front. Let's get on top of that. That is not a shulker box, that is a iron bar. Oh! Oh, you are lame. We're out. Although, if there's a will, there's a way. I will settle for this. Ah! Now I have to make shears, don't I? Because silk touch don't work. Dang it! Chest monster, arise. Oh, should we hang around and see what happens? That's always a good idea. When there's an evoker in town. Hang around and see what happens. Take that back. Let's turn off mini HUD as well. In you go. What was in the black one? Oh yeah, glass. We're done with that. Grey, the white, pink, the black. Very good. Color coded. This could all go horribly wrong. So that just needs to say, oh, 1 diamond per stack. I'm gonna say like 1 diamond per sherd, I think. Then we need to color code it. 1 block of diamond each is correct wording. 1 diamond per template. Per trim? Let's call it per trim. Oh, look, see? We're safe. Then I just need to do some color coding. So that involves holding the item. / trigger. No, that's trim. That's the wrong... There's literally the wrong word. What are we going for? Custom something? Custom name? I think that's the wrong one, actually. Custom name color is something different. Oh boy, there's so much stuff. Format name, that's it. It's been a minute since I used that. I think it's that one there and bold. And then remove italic. Yep, we got it, we got it. This one over here, same treatment. Nice, 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 nice. Well, we've updated our shops, so now we sell shirts, we sell keys, we sell trims, we sell bottles. That has to change, doesn't it? That's not right. 1 block of diamond each. Let's change that. Okay, just 1. So 1 diamond each. Yes, that one needs some tweakerooing. Alright, good stuff. And we got our friend over here looking out for our interests, right? I wish you'd just face this way. Doesn't want to look at my face, does it? 1 diamond per trim. You aren't exactly losing money with that trade. I see what you mean, because trading... Oh, no, you got a point. If you want to clone it, it costs like 7 diamonds. Okay, that one could be a block then. Fair point. You clearly used more of your brain power than I used my brain power, so congratulations, my brain power buddy. Put this over here, do that, do this. 1 block of diamond each. And then click some things. We're clicking them, we're clicking them. Derp faces? Why am I getting derp faces in chat? Shut up! Quit your yapping. That's funny, my argument for why a block was too much. Oh! For cloning them... Let's just see what happens. I've done it now. Let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right. I've done a little bit of investigating into making a new copper farm, and I don't like it. Let me just say that. I don't like it. Sumi says, oh, he's extra sassy today. I love it. Just want to adopt him. Oh, adopt a little Xisuma, will ya? Adopt a Xisuma. Stop them from going extinct. Ace Games. See, some people are asking if I'm this sassy genuinely. I'm lots of different things. Sometimes I'm sassy. Always for your amusement, though. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, chat. Jeez. Don't get it twisted. It's an adopt a Xisuma appeal. Appeal! Oh my god, Bert! You're too good at this. Jeez. Some of y'all got lightning brains. Do you know who's got a lightning brain like that? Joe Hills. He's always coming up with the puns. You got to pay attention. Isn't Xisuma a type of Moshi monster? Is a Moshi monster a pre-existing thing? Because I don't think you're referencing a mosh pit. That's the only thing that comes to mind to me. Xisumas are the only good variety of orange. I mean, orange is my favourite colour. Let's check out what we did today. We got like quite a lot of this together. I think we got most of this together now. I could, if I wanted to, refer to my list and get more. So we got around to 70. Jungle log, birch plant, obsidian. Yeah, we need some obsidian up in here. Hello. Oh! Right, I need to go visit my farm then. Oh my god, X, you don't know Moshi monsters? Oh my god, do you know how many things there are in the world to know about? Can you imagine? Can you imagine how big your brain would need to be to know everything? Jeez. Come on. Moshi monsters. I don't know what that is. Moshi equals mochi, says some game, but I don't think it's mochi. Mochi are those little desserts that are gorgeous. X wasn't an internet kid. I was an internet teen, I think, would be fair. I was a teenager when I got online. Which I now start to think might have been a bad thing. The internet's great and terrible at the same time. I can stock up my arrows while I'm here. Okay, we'll get all of this. We're doing a little obsidian run, I guess. Apparently I got some crying obsidian too. Yeah, whatever. Right. Hey, it's Bad Wolf here with the Amazon Prime. Thank you for using the old Amazon Prime on me, my dude. 8 months. Closing in on a Twitch baby. How could you not know about Moshi monsters? Oh, that's very simple. That's very simple. I've never heard of them. It's really simple. I just, you know, I go about my life and I've never seen Moshi monsters. That's just that simple. Thank you for using the Prime. By the way, my dude, as a Prime subscriber, you can join our beautiful Let's Play Minecraft Together server, which has just launched a brand new season. And this season, anyone who's subscribed Prime, which is basically free if you've got Amazon Prime, gifted sub or regular subscriber, you can join. Go to asumavoid.com/getwhitelisted. You can hook up your Twitch to our server and join and play today. Right, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look up Moshi monsters. You know, I was this whole time I was holding my tongue. I was going to be like, "Oh, what? You don't know about obscure thing that I'm into?" You know? You don't know about Norwegian black metal? What's wrong with you? Jeez. Okay. Let's go. You don't know about Scandinavian melodic death metal? What's wrong with you? Go. Moshi monsters. I'm looking up. Oh, I've never seen this, and I immediately don't care. There is nothing there that appeals to me. Love a bit of Norwegian black. Of course you do, Becca. Who doesn't? Well, these weirdos that haven't heard of it, they don't like it. Jeez, bunch of weirdos. Right. Let's put a stack of obsidian in there. Club Penguin is where it's at. Is that the reading book club? I think it appeals to 10-year-olds, says Corfioria. Yes, that's kind of the impression I got. And I have no idea why someone would think it's an astonishing thing that I don't know about it. There's genuine things you can be astonished that someone doesn't know about. And that was not one of them. Smooth stone slabs. Coming up next. I think we need to double up on this because you got the double variant when you place it down. Should be in one of these grey ones, I reckon. Did I open all of them here? It would appear that I did. This is why I need a better storage system. I became too reliant on that mod. Now that it's gone, I feel a deep pain inside with each click of the mouse button. There it is. There's my stone cutter over here. Thought it was closer. I feel so old yet so young from the stream, says Bella. That sounds like a good thing. Have I ever played Subway Surfers? I don't think I have. Okay, that's that one. Then we need some green concrete, which I might have lying around. Then some nether brick slabs. Yeah, we got the green concrete. That's amazing. See, look, I got everything for the build. It's just lying around here. It's already here. Although not a lot of those slabs. How many do I need? That will provide us with enough. Blue carpet. Might have some in here. I'll craft some. Gives us 48. That's enough. Short grass. That's a bit of a decorative one. I think I will just leave that on the other list. Then some gravel. There's always some gravel lying around somewhere. There's always some gravel somewhere. Oh boy, then you start getting down into the nitty gritty, like torches, water sources, light sources. I think a lot of this stuff I can skip over now. Like, I want some glowstone, which might be in a red one. Actually, I think it's over here. Yo, we got Tilda MC coming in with the Prime subscription for 23 months. Thank you, my dude. Thank you, thank you. I haven't heard Mushy Monsters in a few years. They were definitely a core part of your childhood. Yeah, you see, I did not have Mushy Monsters in my childhood. Thank you for using the Prime, my dude. Hope you enjoyed playing on the Let's Play Minecraft Together server. And we got AJ Rainbows coming in with the Prime. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you for signing up. As you know, you now get access to the server. Go to xisumavoid.com/get-whitelisted. It's basically the equivalent of a Patreon server. We just launched our new season. So you can get in right at the beginning. Let's see, then it's vines, like iron wool, brown wool. Joe got the that stuff sorted out. Deep slate is local terrain. Some more wall blocks. I think we're probably pretty covered at this point. Some nether brick fences, actually. That's good. There's also vines here as well. I've got a feeling I have vines somewhere in this area. At least I thought I did. There it is. And then what do you say? Nether brick fences? Where's the nether brick stuff? There we go. It's probably local terrain, white carpet, dripstone. I think at this point, pretty much everything left on this list I will probably have in my ender chest. So I think that is our resource gathering and prep right there. Almost. Oh, there you go. It all fits. It all fits. Nice. X's system of entry gives you a headache, says Sommy. Well, the next season iteration will be a major, massive improvement, I think. If you haven't seen that video, if you want to know what it's about, there's a video on the channel. It's now called The Evolution of My Minecraft Storage Systems, because I was kind of caught in two minds about what that video was going to be about. Originally, it was like the next storage system, then I kind of remembered I wanted to do a historical thing, and it kind of ended up being like both. And yeah, and I didn't do season 1 and 2 or 3. Or did we start with 3? Anyway, I think what will be really fun is for the 10-year anniversary here on this channel, which is coming up this month, 10 years of streaming on Twitch. I think we'll just do a go through the Hermitcraft worlds, because it's been a while. It's been a long while since I've done that, and I've been going back to season 1 to prepare for the builds that we're creating here today. And in doing so, I got quite inspired, and I thought, yeah, it'll be fun to do that again. What day is it, X? It's like the 15th, I believe, or the 14th, somewhere around there. It's on my calendar, so when it comes up, I'll know what I'll be doing. Heart Gamer says, I found the evolution of your storage system was really cool. Oh, thanks. By the way, if you haven't seen the other evolution videos on my channel, the evolution of my Minecraft bases is like one of my most popular videos. Highly recommend you go check it out. It's a very just like spontaneous idea. I was just like, I want to do a little like historical perspective over all of my bases and stuff. I just made that video, no expectations, and it absolutely blew up, and it's got like 4 million views or something, which is crazy. Becca, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Sumi MP3. We always appreciate the gifting of the subs. Thank you so much for doing that. Sumi, you can join us on the server now as well, which is really, really cool, so be sure to say thanks to Becca in the chat. I have, honestly, really cool to see how things have changed this Heart Gamer. There'll be a part 2, I think. Maybe after this season, or maybe after the next season of Hermitcraft. There will be a time for a part 2. Which is going to be super interesting. For me, I think that's gonna fall into the category of passion project. I'm going to go watch the original one. And, like, really get a feel for it before I step into, like, the next chapter. To kind of remind myself of all the points and things that I came up with and whatnot. Right, one thing I need to do is turn that off so I can quit my camera account, because I have loaded up this thing and filled up all the bone meal again, which is important. Becca says, oops, I clicked the wrong button. Uh-oh. Anyway, one day that'll be something to look forward to, right? That video. I think it will. What are we going to do next? Let's see what's on my list. Because I had some plans, and then we went and met Mumbo, then we got all those materials. Yeah, so I need to clear out space for the dark oak farm. I haven't thought about doing the wheat stuff just yet. So yeah, when it comes to building this dark oak farm, I need to clear out a big space. I don't think I want to build it in like a pre-existing open space, because then I got to do more building around it. I kind of want all of this to be done. But I added a little path down here to the alley. I don't want to deal with that. This is probably not a good spot. But I need to figure out somewhere where it's going to go. I reckon... You know, we put the mangrove farm over in this corner. I reckon here might be a good spot. In the opposite corner. Actually, it's not the opposite. It's the parallel. Oh, God, and I went down here. This is fine. This is fine. Down in this corner. I reckon this might be a good spot here. Like a little pathway off to the side. And then maybe here. Clear that out. Dodge the beacons. Looks like there's enough space there for it. Something to think about. Where is that going next, I guess? Xisuma's derpiness is very contagious. What have I done now? Time for a chat derp. Come on. What's the derp? What's the derp, chat? What is it? God, what is it? Y'all a bunch of fiends. I know what you like. I need to drink some water. Man, I am getting parched here. Not you, says Heart Gamer. Becca says it was me who derped. And you admitted it? Wow. Wow. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up the stream right here. Peeps, if you haven't heard my music before, go check out Soulside Eclipse on YouTube, Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple, all the major streaming platforms. They got it. You can listen to it for free. I apologize to all of you who have heard that a million times already. I'm going to go find another channel to Riggedy Raid. Let's go, Riggedy Raid! So the trick now is that you've got to keep the stream going. That's how it works. Gotta keep the stream going. I'll send you over to Tanisha today, doing a streamathon. I hope you enjoy what you find. I'm going to bounce, take a break from the computer. And here we go. Right, the raid's starting. Yeah, thank you everyone. Have a great rest of your day.